We're now on Pluto TV. Find Salem News Channel on Pluto and watch The Mike Gallagher Show every day.
That cracks me up every time I hear it. We're on Pluto now. Yeah. Checking the traffic picture. Northbound I-5, a crash at Sutterville Road. Also a hit-and-run accident westbound 80 at Marysville Boulevard. Traffic brought to you by ZeroResSacramento.com. And now, it's time for the Chicago Shooting Report with Dan in Sonoma.
Good morning, Sean. We have two shooting reports because we are off for the week. So last week it was 31 people shot, 5 people dead. This weekend, 22 people shot, 3 dead. Not a word from the White House about these fatalities and these shootings. Of course, that's not something they can exploit like that school shooting, which happened last week. So the obvious and obscene double standard continues to move forward. A bunch of things, obviously, because we are away. One of the best things that I'd seen was a story by Katy Grimes at California Globe. I believe it's still up. It's the California's latest crime events prove why Prop 36 to reform Prop 47 is essential. And what she did a fabulous job sort of unraveling the absolute mess the Democrats have done, starting with Jerry Brown, who started this whole thing of declassifying or lowering the standards of what was considered crime here in this state. So read the article. It's a fantastic way to see why, for example, why Democrats are lying about, crime is down. Crime is down. They say that's a lie. It's down because they've changed the rules. They've changed the classifications of things. And again, Katy does a far better job than I am to describe that. It's worth your time. And this is something you're going to hear from now till November, because again, the Democrats have nothing to tout. There's not one thing that they did which was correct. All it is just duck and cover, misdirection, misinformation, that sort of thing. So, but this will arm you quite a bit with information that you need, because just in case you run into an idiot Democrat who wants to argue this.
They're just going to.
Had you heard?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, had you heard, Sean, that Dick Cheney, former vice president, is voting for Kamala Harris?
No, are you serious?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's. The thing is, he's obviously protecting and supporting his daughter.
These people
his daughter
are goons.
Is way off base. They are goons. And here's the thing: you and I are parents. I have 2 daughters. If they're really wrong about something, I won't support it. I'll support them, but I won't, pretend that what they're doing is safe or correct or right or whatever.
No.
I will say, look, we disagree on this one here. And so I used to have great respect for Dick Cheney. I really did. I mean, he was the brains behind the Bush administration, and who, by the way, who has yet to announce one way or the other who he's voting for. But for him to openly say this in public, giving ammunition to the Democrats, he's just destroyed his credibility. What he used to have a lot, then it started to dwindle. But this is sort of the last straw. He's ruined his entire lifelong reputation, and it's just beyond sad.
Yeah, I actually have a neighbor. I don't know if you heard my call with Jeff. Did you hear that?
I know. I was doing the call prep. Sorry.
Oh. Well, I thought you could do both at once. But anyway, I have a neighbor with a sign in his yard. It's a campaign sign, and it's all it is it's blue and red. The blue side says democracy. The red side says dictatorship. Then it says 2024. It's your choice, and it's sickening that they're still beating that drum. That's what they're trying to. That's what they're going with. If you vote for Trump, you're voting for dictatorship, and it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And if you get into not to the weeds, but if you take just a little bit of a look regarding what they did, Liz Cheney was on that board. It was a bipartisan prosecution of Donald Trump. There was no cross-examination, anything else regarding the so-called stolen election and all that. And but anyway, the bigger story regarding Dick Cheney, him voting with Harris. Alan Dershowitz, who is far smarter than both of them combined. And Dick Cheney was a very smart man. I will not take that away from him. But Alan Dershowitz, according to a story on Fox News, he is leaving the Democrat Party entirely. And he is saying he is basically disgusted with what he saw at the Chicago convention and Democrats in general. And that is a very, very potent and powerful story, far more than the Dick Cheney story, because that man he's a Democrat, but he still has some common sense, and he sees, hey, I'm done here. His quote was, "I'm disgusted with what he saw at that Democrat convention." We all should be. Well, it was a show.
If you have common sense, you have to get away from there. You have to get away from the Democrat Party, because all that was, I mean, lie after lie after lie, and it's just based on emotion. There's no common sense at all.
Well, listen, the suspicion is the internal polls are looking bad for Harris. That's why they're running a kind of a goofy campaign. We'll talk more about this later because there's a lot of things to catch up on. But trust me, things are not looking good for the Harris campaign.
Well, that is good news, Dan. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow.
Thanks, bud.
7:25.